Hey y'all! Happy Tuesday! Welcome to Game Over Combo. It is your girl, Mika Wasted.
Just a vibe. 2 chains. Wanna vibe. Just a vibe. Just a vibe. Wanna vibe. Okay. Just a vibe. Let's go. We got the show going up every Tuesday with the baddest host, you know Mika Wasted.
Happy Tuesday! Happy Tuesday! Happy Tuesday!
We're turning up on a Tuesday like it's Friday.
It's a reason why you
Tell us what's on your mind.
Taco
We want big
Tequila
family.
Tuesday.
So baby, don't be shy. Cause
Somebody's been playing in your ass. I don't want it. Ever.
And we should be hosting tequila.
Y'all drink liquor just like niggas do. Grandmama had to stay focused. Your grandma. But every other grandma.
Wanna vibe, that's a vibe, yeah, that's a vibe, man. You see how hit your boy DJ, man. You already know what it is. Stop playing.
Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Tuesday. Happy. No, fuck that. Y'all laughing. Thank you to you.
I told you.
Happy
Tuesday.
You just joined me and you know the
I will
hook.
sing in the shower. I will sing in the car when I'm by myself. But I'll be damned if y'all sit back and laugh at my voice.
I ain't gonna laugh today.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna laugh today.
But tomorrow when you watch
Tomorrow it's gonna be half as
exactly.
funny.
Exactly.
All right, happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to Game Over Combo. You already know it. It's your girl, Mika Wasted.
Miss Afghan.
Miss Afghan. And y'all already see I got my boy, Miss Taco Man in the building. Listen, man, we are here. Oh my God, what an amazing holiday. Happy extra Memorial Day to everybody. I know y'all had a cookout. I know y'all had a good time because I sure did. But I binged watched The Have and the Have-Nots. It took me a total maybe about 5 days to watch it. And so the last day, of course, was Memorial Day. So as I'm barbecuing, I'm watching the last episode. And I'm so mad because I thought I was Candace. Don't do me like that. I thought we was going to make it to the White House. You ain't watched it? Oh my God, I thought I was going to make it to the White House. You ain't watched it either. See, y'all don't even watch TV. What the fuck is going on?
Too busy work.
I know.
I just don't like the American TV, to be honest. I watch shows. I watch, seasons and, certain shit. But I won't just turn on TV because I'm bored. But
Yeah,
it's
and
never
so-
dull. Yes, I'm never bored.
And so that's what I did. I was actually really bored and there was nothing on TV. And I was like, you know what? What I am going to do is I'm going to take my time and watch some black ethnic movies.
Okay.
Because I'm really not particularly into those kind of movies, but I am into character. I love movies, period. Movies is just, I feel like that's a third eye. You don't like movies?
I do like movies, like especially comedy.
Action?
Yeah, action movies.
I love action movies. I love a good action-packed movie. And give me a good action-packed sitcom, I'll watch that as well.
Right.
So,
Or based on true story. I like
yeah,
shit that's based on
I love
story.
true stories.
Yeah.
So I'm a document, and now I ain't gonna lie.
Documentary, yep. Me too.
I'm a Discovery Channel chick.
Me too.
I watch all the earth in the water, the whales in fucking Alaska. It's okay. I probably know more about white whales than any black person in Pleasant City at this present time.
You probably know more than a white person.
Yeah, no, I'm watching them. They out there with them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they out there with them. Ain't none of us out there. First of all, it's too cold. That's just one period, point blank. Man, make sure y'all check us out tonight. We got Poetic Vibes. It's with your girl Mika Wasted and my boy Prince. We in the building at Crew. Y'all already know we got $3 lamb chops and $5 shrimp baskets. I think that's what they say. Happy hours all night, man. Poetic Vibes. I'm sending shout outs. I'm sending I'm trying to wait for my guests to get here, but of course, I'm waiting on one more person before we get into the true topic of everything. But I do want to say this because I know you're in a relationship and I know you're in a relationship. How y'all doing?
All right. It's just the way how she said how we doing.
No, because here's the thing. I'm not in a relationship, and so me and my homegirl, we was chilling, and we was like, damn, dog, we single as fuck. I was like, yeah, dog, my phone dried in a bit, like.
But my phone is dry still.
But
to
you
be
have
in
a
relationship,
dude,
though. Damn.
But it's still dry. Even he
I
don't
mean,
call
even
you
my
all the time.
homegirls don't call me. Like,
Oh, well, see, yeah, them
you
bitches
know,
don't
like,
call
I'm
you.
like,
But fuck
damn,
them
my
hoes.
shit was just dry
Yeah,
this
they
whole
ain't even,
weekend.
they ain't say shit. They nasty sometimes now. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But my shit is dry. I'm cool with it though. I'm not mad. Believe me, I'm not complaining. I'm
You're
fucking not. Hell no. I am not complaining at all. I swear to God. But I realized like how single I am. And so today I had a conversation and I hope this person is watching. He wanted to call in, but I just was informed we ain't got the phones. Soon we will have phones at UGTv back again.
Now y'all can comment,
And you
we
can comment
always,
and we'll converse
you know, we
about it.
always try to
Accommodate
comment, you know,
y'all.
right? Try to voice it out throughout the show. So you definitely can comment, inbox us. We'll take screenshots for the next show and
Yes.
put it on if it's something, you know, if it's something real good, something juicy. We'll definitely talk about it. So don't hesitate just because we don't have the option to do the call in. And again, if y'all got businesses, if you are something to your community, don't hesitate. You can always inbox us if you would like to come onto the show. Because we try to, you know, go out, mingle with people and try to find people to bring on. But if you watching the show and if you like to be a part of the show and
Yeah,
you
hit
feel
us
like
up.
you know, you do something for your community, you should come on.
Yeah, hit us up. And if you just want to talk shit with us, I
That's-
don't
that
care.
too.
It's game over combo, man. Everybody has different life experiences.
Opinions, yeah.
Opinions. When you at a cookout, this is what you should be doing. Having those uncomfortable conversations that aren't really touched in everybody's life. Like, everybody. And I asked y'all that because I'm single. And like I said, when I realized I'm single as fuck, my phone was dry. I was like, God dang. I was like, damn. I'm so at peace. Like,
You have to find balance. I
You know
think
what
your
I'm saying?
peace comes with balance. You have to balance out. You have to be able to find time for your relationship. You have to be able to find time for your family. You have to be able to find time for work, for your girls. The balance, your peace come with balance. Because when you trying to please everyone, it doesn't work that way.
No,
You
it
have
doesn't.
to please yourself first, please your family. You have to be able to know the what is it, the hierarchy or whatever, who comes
anarchy,
first.
yeah.
Because I seen that shit. I don't know if y'all seen it, where it was like if your child is drowning and your spouse, who would you say first? And my instinct, it can't be that because my kids are grown, and I don't have kids.
Shit, I'm going to get my baby.
But that's what I'm saying. My kids, I didn't have my kids with my spouse. So you damn right, I'm gonna save my kids first. My spouse, because this ain't this
he
ain't
better
no
hope I got
guarantee.
enough wind to go back and get his ass.
But I'm saying, but then there were some that was saying that if you pick the right
Might
spouse,
mess up
especially a man, if you save him, he's not gonna let your child drown. So you gotta look at all angles, I guess.
Well,
So it
that's-
just all depends. You gotta find balance.
And that's the thing about, I think, how we're gonna get into our topic tonight. And I know I didn't send it to you, so I do apologize. This will be your fresh eyes seeing it. But
It's okay. When we crossed the border, it was the same.
Me
It
too.
was the same.
I'm so
Me too.
Really,
Fresh off the
really,
boat,
that's what
remember?
y'all finna do.
Fresh off the boat.
I guess I was off the boat too. Shit.
Right, we all were.
Yeah, I damn sure came from somewhere else. Send me back to Ghana.
Mm.
Yeah. That's where I'm
Yeah.
originally. I'm originally from. Am I saying it right? Guyana.
Ghana.
Ghana.
Guyana is
Is on the other side.
South
South
America.
side.
You
Send
talking
me-
about Ghana in
Africa.
Africa?
Send
Yeah.
me back to Ghana and Africa. I don't even need about 50, 60, 70 acres. That's it. That's all I want. I want to be able to create me a little barn and farm and let me harvest over there with the giraffes and shit. My cousins. My cousin's over there. So here's the thing. Yeah, send me back. Deport. I don't care. Deport me. I'm good. But I might find a man over there. Shit. Ooh, I find an African. Ooh, girl. but they might. You know what? Do they test everybody over there?
Test what?
I don't
Test
know.
what?
No, that
I
would
don't
be
know.
test.
I
What
don't
the
know.
fuck you mean test? Nigga, test.
Oh, but let me tell
That
you though,
test.
most diseases come from Europe. They just made you feel and believe
Oh,
that they came from
Africa.
Africa. Because most Africans
they
that
was
I know
raping
are
us.
Muslims, and they
believe in-
wash their ass 5 times a day, believe it or not. So Europeans
I
are the
seen
ones
it.
who don't wash their ass every day. Who we've been watching a lot of podcasts where white
They only
podcasts
use-
that
they
they
don't
said
use
that
no
they weren't
rag.
even not even that, but they weren't raised like how other minorities were raised, where our parents made us wash. They made them decide if you want to wash your ass today or not. And then the worst part was when they went into the pool, the parents was like, "Oh, you got in the pool already. You don't have to wash." That was like washing yourself.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm not fucking kidding. That was a dead ass.
That really?
When I seen that shit, I was like, "Whoa."
Now, considering I won't say I'm probably, but in my neighborhood, my auntie had a pool in Magonia Park, and she wouldn't let you come in her house smelling like that. You know what you smell like
But
coming out the pool?
bleach was bad for your skin and your hair.
It was.
anyway.
It was bad for your hair, your skin, but that's why everybody
We
else
couldn't
fell
even
out.
get in the pool if you smelt the bleach. That means they didn't, they
Couldn't
didn't
chlorify it.
they didn't
Yeah,
chlorify
yeah,
it
yeah.
properly. So you
Yeah,
couldn't
no.
even get in the pool because no, it smelled like too much bleach.
Alright, so listen y'all, make sure y'all like, share, and follow. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to cut the first video because I feel like this video, this is where I am coming from. No, I'm going to do the other one, that one. I chopped this up a little bit because it is 2 minutes long, but in the beginning the question is asked, what do you desire from a husband? And if you look at the word, it said from. It doesn't say for, it doesn't say, it says from him. From a husband. And he breaks it down, but then she comes in and kind of sort of balance and corrects it a little bit. So y'all follow along with me. Make sure y'all like, share, and comment, man. Check this out. I see if you feel the same way I do.
You marry has to be able to cultivate what is in and on you as well. So I can't have a man who is unclear about where he is going and who is intimidated by what and who I am. He has to be able to help me cultivate what I am as well. So I desire clear vision. I desire clear purpose. I need definition. I'm not a go with the flow type of woman. I need to know where we going, what we doing, what's the destination. I thrive. Hear this. I thrive when I know what's going on, and I shouldn't have to ask you. I need you to lay out the plan for us. Take me on a drive. Huh?
Go ahead, go stand up.
Wait
Go
a
stand
minute,
up, stand up, stand up.
Hold on. Listen, I don't care if you gotta put me in a car. We ain't gotta have no money at this point, but hold on. Put me in a car, drive me around, talk to me. Tell me, baby, this is what we're getting ready to do. This is the land that I desire to buy. These are the businesses that I desire to have. This is what I want. Make it clear. I thrive in clarity. The Bible says that God is not the author of confusion. So I ought to know exactly where I stand with you. Hear this. I ought to know exactly where I stand with you. And I ought to know where I fit in your life. I'm not competing with your mama, your sister, your daughter, your dog. My space, hear this. My space in your life ought to be solidified. I don't care if Beyonce walk in the room. I ought to be the baddest thing to you.
What are you looking for?
I don't know if I'm conceited, but I felt everything that young lady said. And I am so big on clarity because I feel like sometimes we miss that.
Well,
People don't even understand the words sometimes.
A
No.
man that can't lead, how do you expect to be followed? You know, how do you expect a woman to be submissive and you cannot lead? You cannot lead properly. And a lot of times I think the ego, the pride be in the way, and then we put this high pedestal for people, right? We expect them to be here when we're all human. But a man of the house, culturally for me, is different, because a man of the house is like God. You know, you praise to this man. You're supposed to, if you are a manly man. To me, like how you said, what do you, what was it? A husband for?
From him.
From
It's
him.
from him.
First of all, to be a
man.
manly man, to be a handyman. Like, I just seen a post today that said that man can't fix a car, can't fish, can't cook, can't do a fuck thing, but y'all want to be husbands. It's more so y'all want to be a husband than anything. It's almost like nowadays we're fighting for a title, because how many open relationships are there? Because it's a purity.
Yeah.
You know, it's supposed to be a temple. It's not supposed to be shared with anyone. But now y'all into open marriages and y'all into all of this other bullshit. Like, that's not how it was when I was growing up.
It's what society got them used to now. So like most men that don't know how to do all that stuff, mostly they run into a female that does everything for them. So take care of them,
And see,
cater to them, and all that stuff. And
Growing up too, because I'm an enabler. I feel like I have enabled my boys, which is my bad too.
So like you know, my stepson, for one, is 16. Right, he's working. Right now, he's 16. Before he was working there, I had him building mini bikes, had him working on cars, doing oil change, changing tires, even all the way down to doing it by hand, no
That's
machine.
a fucking man.
And see,
you're raising a fucking man.
And see,
Exactly.
that's the thing. I don't think when men are having these men
They don't think.
as kids, I don't think they factor in like what your granddaddy showed you, what did your pop show you, like how did
But some of them
generationally
didn't have that.
Yes, no, them people were there. No, you had to pay attention. You chose to do something else. Just like with us as women, our black culture, our grandmas and aunties and shit was always in the kitchen. If you chose not to get up and go in there and watch what they were doing, you did not know how to cook, and you couldn't fix shit in their house. You couldn't go in the kitchen. Your hands was dirty. You were nasty. So I'm saying, like, even this a whole different culture. So I get, like, but that's the same thing of being in a
Mexican,
relationship.
right? My friend told me I need a Mexican man.
Oh,
I have a
shit.
coworker that's Mexican. She told me I need to, if this marriage don't work out, I'm getting me a Mexican man.
There's a whole bunch of them screaming, ay, 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 ay.
Oh,
And I can get you, remember we said this a few shows ago, I can get you your citizenship.
Girl,
I am a citizen.
listen.
I can get your papers right.
Sure.
Hopefully my husband
Would you
isn't
stop
watching
applying
this.
for applications
I
on
just,
TV?
you know, if
Jesus.
my husband isn't watching this show.
No, and here's the thing, and that's why I was like, you know, it's the summertime. I know a lot of relationships are cracky during the summertime because financially, you got to figure out what to do with these kids. And if you do have a lot of kids, you're like,
That's why you get the ones who don't
it's-
have them ugly little kids running around,
why
because
do
I
you
ain't gotta
call them
worry.
ugly?
I'm just saying.
It's very easy for me though, because I put them to work. So like I have a program with my detailing location in Hobie.
Okay.
So like from the age of 16 to 18, they can come to work as long as they got good grades.
Okay. That's
So
good.
as long as you got good grades, you can come to work.
That's
and
the
if you
foundation you got?
Yes, and if you get in trouble at home, you get in trouble at work. So you get in trouble at home, I'm gonna hurt your
You
pockets
lose
at
that
work.
money.
You lose that money.
Yeah.
So until your parents call or
And
come
say
up
you're
and
doing
say,
better.
hey, you're doing better, you come back to work, you come back to work.
That's good. No, that is good.
And whatever is made for them, because they work on Saturdays and Sundays, normally during the school, when school's on.
Okay.
So whatever they make on Saturday, Sunday, that's their money.
Yeah.
So I don't get nothing out of it. So I'm out there helping. I'm walking, I'm holding signs up, everything, trying to lure cars in so they can make money.
They can make money. That's what's
And
up.
so that's different. Okay. He
So
probably
not are you playing father at home, but you're playing
playing
father
father in the
role in
street,
a
and that's a
community.
different role. That's the
dope as
manly
shit.
as fuck.
And not only that, like the only reason why I did it is because there's not so much for the teenagers out there to do.
Yeah.
So they either if they're not getting in trouble, they're out they're gonna end up going to jail, or they're gonna end up joining the wrong crew, or end up being in the wrong.
I watched one of y'all athletes that just got drafted to the Jets. What a little boy?
Nah, I can't remember his name.
Little light skinned boy, and he said they either chase rabbits, and it's 8 restaurants on one street, and they was like, it was either play football, basketball, or run track, and you had to either do one of those 3 things to get out of that community. But here's the thing, if I know that our society has contaminated our men, and the sad part about it is, because I got brothers, because I got cousins, I've lost 2 of my brothers, and one of my brothers was crazy as hell. And I mean, and if you remember him, you know he was crazy. So at the end of the day, I would say society has factored in so much influence on these kids.
They brainwash them from the day when they go to kindergarten.
The parents, y'all ain't shit. Because like he just said, if they don't know how to change it, here's the thing. Me and my son, perfectly good fucking example. And this is why I'm so upset with the men choices that I made. Because I shouldn't have had to show my child for the first time how to change a tire. It was raining. I'm drunk as Cooter Brown. And I told him to come get me. And I heard the wobble in the tire as I'm drunk in the seat, and I'm like, I think you ran over something, but the whole time the tire was flat, and he didn't understand what that sound was. So we pull over, and but I'm drunk as fuck, and I got to pee, it's raining.
Wrong time.
Wrong fucking time.
Wrong
for every
place.
fucking thing. Wrong place. I pull into a gas station because I'm thinking that the gas station is fucking open. Some man is gonna be in there, and he's gonna be okay. Girl, that fucking gas station was closed like a bubble. I had to stand outside, pee in my clothes, and change the tire. I did it all in one walk. Here's the thing about being a woman. The thing about our independence is when in the crack of a dawn's ass, if we got to make a sacrifice to be a man for a split motherfucking second, and we got to do it, trust and fucking believe we've done it.
We're not given a choice.
It's not a choice.
We have to.
For us to have,
for most mothers that I know, and I know not all mothers are good mothers, but for most mothers that I know,
we have a choice.
We had no choice to do what we had to do. The sacrifices that I know that most mothers have made, it just, unfortunately, for most of us, we picked the wrong man, obviously, to have kids with.
I know I swallowed the wrong cum. The shit just was wrong. I ain't like it. I feel like, I got bamboozled. The shit, I was bamboozled, bitch. I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
See you later.
I was bamboozled like a motherfucker. And when I woke up, bitch, I was 3 months pregnant. The shit wasn't fair. I'm still mad about the shit. And I think if I call them Death Row Bavera people, because they running the commercial on the Instagrams and stuff, I might get a check. Y'all pray for me because I sure signed my name up and said on y'all shit I got pregnant. Oh, girl, I got a whole pregnant bitch. And it wasn't until I came to go get my next shot that I found out that I was pregnant. So, bitch, I was pregnant a whole 4 months. Stinking bitches. I wanted to cuss everybody at I think that was Phillips at that time. But anyways, still mad about that shit. That shit give me chills. My hair stand up. That
But in a relationship, though, for real.
No, for real.
You just have to have balance.
No, that's not even
balance
that.
in any type of relationship.
I want a husband. Not today. Here's the thing. If you are looking for a husband and you're at that prime center of your life, he has to be a well-rounded man. The other guest would have been a God-fearing man. The both of them should be either afraid of God to know that if they don't do right by his eyes, you're going to hell.
But you know what though? We say what we want too. You gotta be able to present that same shit.
Yeah,
like,
you do.
But you ask for,
girl, you know if you had a nigga on your shit like this nigga, change the tires and fix the towel in the bathroom and shit.
My dude is a good dude. He's a manly man.
I Well, I'm saying for me. I'm not saying for her.
No. What I'm saying is, while it's man or woman, we say what we want, but are you that too? You can't ask for all these things.
Yes.
And you come lacking in every level.
Yes.
You don't know how to fucking communicate.
I can mow the lawn.
You don't know how to cook as a woman. You don't know how to
For one,
cater.
you say you can mow the lawn.
I can mow the lawn.
Yeah, for one,
I can change tires.
For one, that's a no-no for me.
But see, I'm a daddy's girl, and I stayed up under my daddy.
And I can understand that.
And I watched him.
Now she don't have to do it when she's with a man
when I'm
that's
with a
gonna
man.
do it.
Yeah, when you with a man, but I'm saying for that, like Talithia, I tell you right now, I would be working all day, and she'd be like, "I'm gonna cut the grass." Oh no, that's not your job. That's my job. Don't you touch that? Don't you touch that lawnmower?
What if we want to go outside and be Miss?
It could be 10 o'clock. It could be 10 o'clock at night. I'll be out there with a flashlight cutting that grass, or I'll turn the lights on to my truck.
But you got a big ass yard. You can't do that.
Oh yeah, I'll be out there late at night cutting.
But that's not the point. Here's the thing: we are the well-rounded women. It's not that we're afraid to be submissive.
But that's the thing. You want your man in a relationship.
I do want my man in a relationship to be the
but
leader,
if
right? He can't, and if you working, why would the fuck would I make you mow the lawn at 10 o'clock at night?
At the end of the day, that's my responsibility.
But what if I didn't do nothing all day?
You play your part at home. You play your part at home. Rather it's taking care of kids, rather it's making sure dinner's ready, rather it's making sure the house is
We just don't know, right?
We gotta cut our boundaries off. Let them be okay.
Let them be the man.
Yeah, you got, because like if you disable a man by doing the things for him because he's at work, he's gonna get comfortable, then he's gonna get lazy, and then you're gonna be complaining about, oh well, you're not man enough. I need you to be a man. Well, that's where it gets misinterpreted at too, because like,
I agree.
Oh, I'm gonna take the trash out because he's at work.
Yeah.
No. Put your foot down and tell her, hey, before you leave this house in the morning, make sure you take that fucking trash out.
Oh, okay. So y'all like that assertion.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If I'm slacking on something, put your foot on my neck. You know what I'm saying? Put your foot on my neck. Tell me what I'm telling.
Ladies, y'all hear that? These men like for us to put our foot on their neck. They talk shit about it.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Now that let us know that you're paying attention to where I'm slacking at. Hey, sometimes you
have to be
my other half might slack on a little bit, and I'll be like, hey, don't you think rather instead of you coming with me to go do this that's gonna take me about 2-3 hours, you could take care of something that needs to get taken care of at the house? You know what I'm saying?
While I do this.
While I do this. And then it's gonna be vice versa.
That's balance.
And it's gonna be vice versa.
But that's a good leader as well. I mean, and so that's why I said, somebody told me today that a leader in a relationship has to have followers, and I was like, no, why can't we be shoulder to shoulder?
You can't.
Because why you can't?
Because it's the head of the household.
No.
Mika, I'm telling you, that's the
Okay,
mindset.
so first of all,
you have to have the head of the household.
I wish I'd have recorded the other thing. That is not what it states in the Bible. The Bible gave Adam the brain and everything else. From him, he pulled a rib.
I understand, but it's a
now,
reason
mind
why
you,
it's
wait,
called
hold on.
head of the household.
The rib is a function of every fucking thing in your organic body. It helps you with your chest. It helps you with your blood circulation. It helps your brain do what the fuck it needs to do. We are the person that's standing shoulder to shoulders with our man, making sure that we are there for them. We're not following them. We're together in all decisions and in everything that goes on.
But if you had the right man, you wouldn't
No,
have to
he can't
stand
make that
shoulder to
decision.
shoulder.
You wouldn't have to.
That's what I'm saying.
You wouldn't have to if
You
you
would
have the right
sit
one.
back. You would be so comfortable sitting back and just watching him do his magic and make everything work.
Yeah,
You would be a housewife. You would be okay
Oh, no,
just sitting
I'd
back.
still be the housewife, but I'm not just gonna sit back.
You
I
have
question
to.
everything. There's
It's
no
not
way.
questioning it.
Yes, it is. That's what I'm saying.
That's not shoulder to shoulder.
No. Yes, that is. That is still getting the clarity. Yeah, once again, that word, clarity. If he makes a decision, like with your business, with you do mechanic work. I mean, not mechanic, your detailing.
I do detailing.
All of that, all the way around the board.
All the way
Here's
around the
thing.
board.
With your relationship, you had to let that person know, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So my thing is subconsciously, after your first year, if you didn't gross a certain amount, And I'm looking at the books and I'm like, well, babe, you spent a lot on supplies. You spent a lot on this. You spent a lot on that. It's not going to question him.
No,
it's just going to have. Okay,
of
so that's what
course.
I'm meaning about
Of
a
course.
business shoulder to shoulder. I'm sitting next to you, and in our household, I'm evaluating, babe, we did this and this last month, or this year, or the year before last.
You know, I'm not going to raise my eyebrow. I'm going to tell you, you know what? Thank you for bringing that to me, because now it's a tax write-off. I could get anywhere close. I could get anywhere close to 75 to 80% back when we file taxes.
Right. No. I'm not saying question, because you at any time when you feel like there's something that, because that's why he said he's teachable. He's okay with his girl putting her foot down and saying it. That's not being shoulder to shoulder. But you still have to let him lead. You can sit back and not agree with something he did, or have to question because you feel like there's something missing there. That's not that. But he still has to be the decision maker. He has to be the head of the household, like I said.
And I totally agree. He is the head of the house, but decisions are made together, not
Of
separate.
course. In a marriage, of course. Yeah.
So
There's-
that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for me to, after now you done fucked up, I gotta come back and clean it up.
Women,
decisions are made.
no
They're
longer
made.
require men to be the men. We as women have had no choice but to wear the pants. Yeah.
Trust and believe.
No, and that's why I said, that's why most women that I know had no choice. The choice wasn't even given
It's
to
not
be
even
the man
that.
and the woman.
And here's
the father and the mother.
And here's the thing, when I said fuck a relationship, I meant that. Why? Because I can't give up what I've worked so hard for to keep balance. For me to give it to you, you bring us all the way down, and then I gotta bring us back where we supposed to be.
But that's why you question characters. That's why you.
That's why we remain single. It's not because.
No, because you just haven't ran into that right person.
Oh shit! I ran into him, his cousin, and his third uncle. Them bitches ain't shit.
But you stayed in the same family.
That's nasty.
Uncle, the cousin.
That's nasty.
I probably did, bitch. Knowing us, we probably all were fucking cousins. But here's the thing, that's lack of communication. So, bitch, all of those was red flags. If I did go through the generational uncles, it's still a red flag. It still was. Somebody told me, "Oh, you won't allow a man to be a man for you." No, that's not true. You haven't showed me that you was gonna be that man.
Exactly. So like you're so independent that a lot of people look at you and they tell you that you're not allowed man to do it.
Yeah.
But they don't know exactly what you require and what you expect from a man.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So like you can't misjudge what you want, misjudge what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
And
I say that all the time, and it baffles me that people don't understand.
And all it takes for that one man, to speak to you and say hi. Don't even
smell
say nothing.
good, and if it got at least 22 teeth, we might be straight. Shit.
Oh man.
At least the first 11.
22.
And the five bottom, 6 sides. As
As
long as when you
long
talk,
as
you're not smiling all the way back.
if you can bring your bottom lip down, decapitate the ones you're missing on the side, bitch. Figure that shit out, okay?
Oh, man.
Because we'll be in that bitch together. But then we'll go get our veneers together. That's what I'm saying. I want that
I'm
kind
just
of
gonna get
relationship.
dentures at this point. Fuck veneers.
Girl, I've been saying snatch these bitches out and give me a gold over here and a motherfucking
man.
crown on
So
this side.
your
I'm just
application for
gonna
a
get-
man ought to be about this, about
I
that.
just-
You know what? No, my
Get
application.
pictures.
No. I will not lie. No, I just, you know what I used to say, and I still remember this, and I wrote it down because I'm of course, got all kind of books where I'm writing and I think of shit and I put it down. All I wanted to do was be happy. So
That's
everybody
everybody's
was
dream.
like, ew, you don't have no balance of what your happiness is. Yes, it is, nigga. When I wake up, I look at you, I'm happy. When I go to work, I look at you, I'm happy. When I think about going home to you, I'm happy. I'm not, oh shit, this nigga gonna think about what he ate last week and he's, no, I don't want to think that. Because then, yes, now in my head I'm thinking negative. But at the end of the day, nigga, you threw me a flag after the first date. I didn't call you the next day. You said, damn, you ain't think about me. We had a whole video shoot. Nigga, nah, bitch, I'm working. Like, what the fuck?
But phone works both ways too.
Yeah,
You gotta stop that bullshit.
Don't call me
And
with
I send you a fucking message and I don't hear from you, that right there,
Fuck
I'm
you, bitch.
not.
I forgot I was cooking.
This motherfucker texted me at 3 o'clock in the morning last night, talking about, well, man, I had to text it today like, you text me at 3 in the morning. I mean, I wish I was asked in the air fucking at 3 o'clock in the morning, but I wasn't.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't either, but that's when my ticker be talking. So I don't never go to sleep at that time of day. But needless to say, we are women. We want to give up this independence. I swear to God.
But okay, so
we do want to give it up.
What? You're married, right?
Yes.
Okay. Before you got married, what did you want
in a wife?
Well, I don't set standards. I don't set standards on you because when you
mold them once you get them, huh?
Because once you go, I don't mold them once I get them, but.
Because you said what you do then. Hey, sit out here, look.
I'm gonna be honest because like I said, I've never dated out of my race.
Right.
So learning
with
another race
culture,
is
right.
So,
another culture.
like I said, in a Hispanic culture, growing up, I watched my older Hispanic cultures.
Okay.
Where the women tend to the man on everything that is needed at home. Rather, it is keeping the house clean, taking care of the kids, make sure dinner's ready, clothes out,
And
ready for
having
him to
her
shower,
ass ready.
everything, and having herself ready for when he get out that shower, he ready to lay it down on her and go to sleep, get ready to get up, go to work the next day. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's how it was for generation to generation.
Mexican. Why I ain't never
Listen,
fuck? We both the same height.
Listen, in my
There's some shit here.
I got my marriage.
Complex.
It was like. Now that I look back, it was like sex whenever.
Because you was home all the time.
Because
Oh, well, I'd have had a field day. I'd have fucked that nigga on his lunch break, his break, when he came home. Probably when he.
And it's like, with my
Bless
wife,
his heart.
you get the chance to talk with my wife, she'll tell you, it's on site. Anytime, anywhere, anytime.
I like that.
I-95, there's an overpass, you mess around, touch me the wrong way. I start slowing down. She be like, no, go. Keep going, focus, keep going.
That's dope, though.
But that's happy.
Because how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I was born in 86. I lost count.
Oh, so you're
young. I'm like 38, 39.
Yeah.
That's 6 years younger than me. So you're 39.
Here's the thing, he's still in that generation who niggas should know this act older than him. Fuck out of here. Fuck y'all.
But it's the culture too.
It's no fuck that.
No.
Because he got some cousins that ain't shit.
No, but most.
Oh yeah, I got plenty.
Period.
But most cultures outside of America, and this has nothing to do with Mexicans, any outside culture, whether you're African, Asian, South America, like Mexico, the islands, they were brought up to be manly men.
Yeah, so
Like I have yet to run across a man from the islands, a man from, and when I say, okay, let me back that up.
Yeah, back that up.
Middle Easterns. I will say Middle Easterns and going to Middle Easterns, going to Africa, and then islands, and then South America. All of those cultures will show you. Like I have ran across manly men. I have dated Dominican. Oh my fucking God, he blew. Like when I said he blew my mind, how manly man he was, and I'm talking about, you told him like you were sick, and it would be a fucking soup delivered at your door.
On my
like
bucket
that, you know.
list, I gotta fuck outside my race.
You definitely do.
I ain't had all I've had.
It's not outside your race. It's outside of American culture.
Okay, so
it could be an African, it could be Nigerian.
Nigga, that's outside my race.
It's not. They're still black.
No, I want a whole white nigga.
No.
I want a white nigga.
Oh, so you want a Todd?
No. So then that's
you
not.
want a Tyler?
I want a Tyler.
Wait.
I want
They're not.
a Brian.
They're not culture.
But to society.
But it doesn't matter.
With
I
the
still
society-
have not
with
dated
the
other than a black nigga.
With the society today, they're not the proper.
Never.
You've never been with a Haitian?
No.
Jamaican?
No.
What? What's wrong with you?
Okay, so here's the thing. I've always been the homie lover friend. So you like me, but you didn't pick me, so fuck you.
Oh.
That's how I felt as a friend.
That's
if you
because
didn't
you
fuck me
didn't
first.
have cultured men.
Yeah, but if you ain't try to talk to me first, fuck you.
They probably was intimidated.
Okay, well, I don't give a fuck. That's what I'm saying.
Todd definitely gonna be intimidated.
No, I'm
gonna fuck you.
I am. No, but here's the
So
thing.
you gotta go put on blonde wig.
Yes, I'm going to go blonde my hair. And then we're going to speak to Brian and Todd in a popular vocabulary.
Okay. Yeah, but for the moment, somebody.
For the moment. And then on the switch into Mika Wasted. Yeah. And then he got to figure that shit out. He going to have to figure it out before the night over.
That boy gonna
leave
his car keys, wallet, and everything, credit card, debit card. He gonna say, take it all and run.
No, don't do that. And so that's what I'm so afraid of. I know it's like, okay. I've already been in a relationship where I found out that a man can be jealous of me. And that was a horrible relationship. And it was a fucked up situation because it made me doubt myself. And I was like, damn, but I know I'm a bad bitch. This nigga here, fuck this nigga. Once I clicked off and said, fuck that nigga, it's been difficult to find another one. But knowing that a man can be envious, and like she said, I don't want to have to compete with my man. I want my man to understand that the platform that I've created.
Well, when you compete with somebody, they're not for you.
Okay, but here's the thing. You don't see that shit in the beginning. That be some camouflage shit, and that you don't catch that.
Let me tell you.
How long you catch that, Carlos? Maybe 2 years later?
No, let me tell you. The biggest thing as women, and I know this because I've been in relationships.
Don't say I was blind.
No, that's what I'm getting ready to tell you. The biggest thing is when they belittle you, when they start talking shit like you're not pretty, make you question yourself, your self-esteem. Like the minute you start to like question you, that's when you like, this is not the man for me.
Okay,
because
so wait.
He's supposed to
I get what you're saying, but wait. My point was he wasn't fucking me like see how Carlos said when he come home he won't fuck. I won't hunt. So when I found out that I was using toys and stuff to supplement what this big ass nigga was supposed to be in my house for, I had to pray to God first and throw away. That's why I threw away all my toys, because I was like, no, you gonna fucking appreciate me.
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't think you loved them as much, because no matter what the size was, if you loved them, it was the right size for you.
It was, but he wouldn't give it to me.
He's giving
it was almost like, no, that's what I'm saying. He was fucking somebody else. I'm cool with that. But then once I felt it, it was like, move on then. Don't stay here.
Right.
Get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? So that has damaged me.
Right.
So you don't want fuck. I don't want fuck either. You don't want to eat my boy. I don't want to eat your dick. I don't care. We ain't got to do nothing.
So
we can sit here and read books.
Yeah, let's play Call of Duty. The fuck?
I'm online.
You meet somebody, I meet somebody. Let's figure that shit out. You move out, I stay. That's how. No, for real. Like no, that's and
time is valuable. Don't waste it on nada. You fucking soul that's not supposed to be for you.
So, with that being said, we're gonna go to a great commercial break, and we're gonna bring back the next video because don't waste your time, girl. Them niggas ain't shit. No, I'm just playing. It's some of them. It's some of them. I don't know what the ratio is because by now I'm bugged and I had a drink. So I'm just going to tell you, it's some of them out there that are still teased. I'm not looking for them. So you can have them all, I promise you. If God dropped one like they used to do the babies with the baby swans, used to drop it on the basket on the front porch. If he dropped one of you niggas on my front porch, then toodles to you, bitch. But until then, I ain't looking. But we going to go to a commercial.
I got a big old friend that will roll his tongue to you talking in Spanish. You going to just melt right in his hands.
He better know how to make a taco. Go ahead. I love it.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy, DJ Manny. Y'all wouldn't know what it is, man. I want y'all to get at me, man. My brand new live podcast. We live every Monday night, 8 p.m. right here on UGTv. That's underground television with Shoe Control. My brand new show airing every Monday night at 8 p.m. We all the way live. But I'm talking about great vibe, great music, great energy, man. We do it strictly for the hood. We'll boss the real thing, man. They get it. We up one. Yeah. Y'all already know I do it for the hood. The voice of the streets.
I do it for the hood. It's understood. I do it for the hood.
They get it. Yeah.
clap it, snap with Mr. Spy. Yeah, he should be doing shooting that by now. I put my name to the
Hey, yo, what's up? Wake up, man. We got a commercial shoot. What are you doing?
Damn, dog. Really appreciate having my space.
It's your man's LP. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Hey, nah, bro. We gotta get more energy than that, man. Let's get it, let's motherfucking go. Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's the one and the only, the budget, slogan 1/3 of the Big Man Cave. We need y'all to tune in each and every Thursday, 8 p.m. Underground Television, aka UGTv Network 5. You know what I'm saying? I got my brother AK with me. I got my brother LP with me. You feel me, man? And we one of the greatest ones in 2025. I was in my man cave. Let's get it, let's motherfucking go.
So you going to the poultry tonight?
I'm in my man cave.
I don't have a specific spot to go to.
You ready?
We're gonna go poultry.
Yeah, I got you. Y'all already know. And check me out this Thursday, man, at motherfucking Pier 8. It's strictly for the teachers. Y'all check it out, man. Teachers, make sure y'all bring y'all teachers ID. Yes, this
So what is
Thursday.
it, Friday is no school?
I don't know, but the teachers ain't got that much shit to do. But they need to come and get these $20
it's the
margaritas.
summertime, right?
Yeah, see,
damn. That's
sit
how
your
long
old ass
I've been
down.
out of this game.
And then again, from
Listen.
my birthday, we're gonna come with you on Pier 8.
Okay, and
birthday
then we going to Belgrade.
Yeah,
okay,
then
so
we
we go. Oh shit!
I'm
We're gonna
carpooling with
turn it with you
somebody
on
because I ain't
Thursday.
driving that far.
Oh, girl, he talking about keeping us in the cap. We gonna talk about that later. But anyways, we gonna get into this next video, man.
Yeah, let me know when to take Friday
This young lady here tickled our fancy. Yeah, you know what? I can't really talk about it, but this is what we women have been saying, but nobody's paying attention to us.
Spiritually broke, emotionally broke, financially broke, you gotta fix that too. Not only does a woman not really respect you, but in reality, a man doesn't even really respect himself if he's broke. Now, broke is subjective. It's respective to each person, right? But do you feel good with your own money situation? I think high value, although now it is often confused with high earning, high value means a man of value. And value is more than money. There are some things money can't even buy because it's so valuable. Character, integrity, certainty, decisiveness, thoughtfulness, love, compassion, understanding, emotional intelligence, emotional regulation, openness, honesty. When you find those things, a woman naturally finds her femininity. I think that that's where you've got to get to as a man, where you feel good inside of those areas. Get clear on where you're going. You have to have a purpose. You have to be in action. You have to go for it. You have to stop being afraid of what could go wrong and start focusing on all the things that could go right.
I love that.
No woman wants to.
So,
Since we have a male,
we got a man.
so go ahead.
How do you feel about your broke friends?
My broke friends?
Some of your, not all, because you can't call them out.
I can't call all the broke friends,
But you got some.
for some of the ones that get to the point where they're about to hit rock bottom.
Wait, hold your phone. Let me bring the mic a little closer.
For some of the ones that, you know, that I'm close friends with and they're about to hit rock bottom because it's either a job finish and they're looking for another job, I encourage them to start their own business. So no matter what it is, and it's like I tell them, even if you draw unemployment, still open up your LLC, and then you assign your unemployment to go into your LLC bank account. So after a year that has been open, then you could get funding. You could get government funding up to $150,000. You could get net 30s. That's another $150,000. Now you got $300,000. You take $100,000 of that and go put it down on a duplex, and then you rent out all the units. Now you got almost close to $150,000 to $200,000 coming in a month. So you could use that to pay that back.
This is a side note. I told you I want you to talk to the boys.
I'm not
They have
knocking
a
that.
business plan, but I want you to-
Yeah, but still. We gonna host a seminar because we were just speaking on this
for
on
real.
customer service and how to get even bartenders. If you have not pivoted yourself and created you a LLC as a bartender or a waitress, you are stupid.
Cause you filed 1099.
You file it. But we're not gonna get into that
So,
tonight.
yeah, because we're talking about
Because
here.
we're talking about this. And I get what you're saying, but, and you have a plan.
Yeah, most
So
definitely.
your plan makes sense.
So like, say for example, before.
But how do you get your boys to understand your plan to make it make sense for them? Because that's where women are losing our...
I pressure them. Like everybody that's close friends with me, they'll tell you I pressure them, and I pressure them hard. Because when I tell them now on the first day, go get your LLC, right? So the next day when they call me, first thing come out my mouth was when they say hello is, hey, you got the LLC yet? Nah, I hang up.
Because
you're gonna ask for something.
Because you're a good circle though.
Yeah.
You need a different conversation with your friends.
And the only reason
the conversation isn't to uplift you and to motivate you to do better. If we're still stuck doing the same shit 5 years from today, we're not true friends.
Oh yeah, and then not only that, and it's like if you're working and you see that your hours are getting low, start up your LLC. Find something that you like to do
on the side.
Why you want to be somebody's worker when you can be your own boss?
Exactly. So, you know,
or talking in to make them money and you broke.
And I see
billions.
I see most men out there, they're working and they're hustling on the weekend. Well, guess what? The money that you're making on the weekend, it's tax free minute, but guess what? You can put it towards your business.
Yeah.
You build a relationship with NAV credit. You what's the other one? TransUnion. You register your business through them.
Nigga,
and
you gotta have a dream. You gotta have a dream.
And that's that's like the Navy Federal. The hack with Navy Federal, where you open up a bank account, right? And then you go ahead and you apply for that $300 loan. You get that $300 loan. You use every bit of $250. You pay back $200, but you leave that last $50 in there. Mm-hmm. So then when that automatic payment come out through, now you just jump your credit score up 30, 40 points. Right. So then now you turn around, you take that same $300 and you open up a savings account, but then you pull a business loan through your savings account because you already gonna build the relationship with them after 90 days.
After the 90 days, yeah.
After the 90 days. So now you could get approved for $150,000 to start a business. So that $150,000, you can take $50,000, get you a food truck with the LLC, put it out there, another $50,000, get you a piece of property where you could put that food truck on, and then you get your tiki hut, and then you invite multiple food trucks to come out, and you charge them rent to come out there, and you got the tiki hut with tables and chairs for everybody to sit down and eat. And God forbid, you add a car wash. You add someone who's just now starting up business in the neighborhood.
You want to take pictures.
Take pictures. Photographers that's starting up, local businesses and all that stuff. You invite them.
Have a dream.
You invite them to keep coming to your property. You host events. You host everything. Block parties, for example.
Yeah.
You open your land to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And you tell them, hey, look, you got a party, whatever. I got a piece of property with food trucks.
Yeah.
I got this. We'll host your party here. As long as they buy the food from my food truck, y'all can bring your own drinks.
Your own shit. My thing is, if you aren't determined to get out of the slump or the hole that you're in,
we're too old to keep doing the same shit.
Not even that. No, this for your kids. This for your fucking cousins. This for the motherfuckers who still trying to figure some extra shit out. Because, man, mind you, us as women, you not dating, but we single women, it's some niggas that have done that. They got the money and they don't have no brain. Because they're not street smart. They went straight from book to book. They didn't go from corner to corner. Now that you went to corner, you should know the street now.
Yeah, see.
But go get book smart and get an LLC. Flip your money that way.
Yeah,
and your street smart kicks in.
And you see,
the books.
And I learned the hard way. I had my oldest was born when I was 18. So it limit me to a lot of things that I had to do. So a lot of people were like, hey, why didn't you do all this stuff while you was young? I was too busy trying to raise my baby.
You were too busy trying to feed him.
feed my baby, trying to feed
all
trying
my
to feed
family
this,
got their masters.
trying to feed that,
all my
and
brothers
then
got their masters except me, and it's because I'm the
you know,
only one that had kids.
I was trying to take
little.
I was trying to take care of home while I was young, instead of listening to my elders at the time was saying, wait, go to college, go this, go secure yourself first before you have a child. Well, I was fast when I was young.
I didn't. Fuck that. And that nigga still came out.
You were still determined to be great.
Yes.
Yeah.
So sooner than later, you woke up and you realized, like the point of this video, I think it was like, man, we want a date, we want a relationship, and you don't even have the funds to cover that relationship.
That's not even the fun.
You don't
the
even
mentality.
know where you're going.
You're mental. Yeah, you have
even
no
know where to
true
go.
direction.
At the end of the day, rather have it.
And wait, and here's the thing. I just had an epiphany. You hurt from some old shit that you ain't covered. You ain't recovered from the old shit you hurt from. And I told somebody this. I told somebody this just a couple of weeks ago. Bro, you left me on red because you was mad at her. You didn't leave me on red because I did something personal. You and this came out your mouth. She pissed me off. I didn't want to give you that energy. Okay, I get it. It's a brutal situation, but you didn't give me a choice. And as a single woman, what I ain't gonna tolerate is the second fiddle shit.
Yeah.
No, you're not gonna do me second fiddle, because then now I feel like I can't come to you with, oh, she hurt my feelings, or this happened at work, and I'm baffling what I'm supposed to be doing because now you just jumped on the phone and told me some shit about you and your bitch.
And then up to this age,
I'm sorry.
And up to this age, I'm still trying to learn how to listen.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to learn, because as much as I try to sit there and learn, it takes me a little bit to process, because it takes me a little bit to process, and the only reason why is because the man in me, the way I was raised, is like, hold your feelings, don't give a fuck, keep pushing forward, keep maintaining your home, keep maintaining your home, no matter what is said to you from your other half or from someone else. Don't cry, man up, keep going. And I learned that at the age of 13. So I learned that at the age of 13. So from the age of 13, it was go to work or you don't have nothing.
Well, that's true. I started working when I was 14 because I was tired of wearing Payless and thrust store clothes.
I'm going to keep it real. I was in the street. I mean, I ain't going to lie. I was a preacher kid, but at the end of the day, we still had our life. I stayed in Pleasant City. There were some things I had to do because I did not want to be downsized by girls who had more than me. The bulliers of the streets at that time that, you know, they probably was being more creative sexually than I was, or doing more than I was. So yeah, my auntie showed us how to grind. But now being an independent woman, you want me to break what I was taught at 12. You want me to break what I taught at 12, how to be strong. And that's what I got out of the have and have nots. Candace's position, even though I hated the fuck how she died, y'all fucking didn't tell me y'all ain't shit. Y'all said everybody got shot. That girl ain't get shot. That fuck ass. But I'm gonna let y'all slide.
I don't know what the fuck she talking about.
But I'm gonna let y'all slide. But no, the character of Candace, she was a go-getter.
Yeah.
And her mom had an indifference about a situation. And of course, like all moms, her mama put her out. Now, mind you, that might have been not the right thing to do. But at that time, do you know what the fuck that sacrifice is to have to be independent at 12?
Yeah.
13?
And don't get me wrong.
Do you know how many kids right now are being independent at 10, 12, 11? That now, as an adult, and I'm 48, and I'm love my age, and I thank God for it, because it's a lot of friends that I lost.
And my youngest daughter, that's going to middle school next year, she comes out with me and she helps me detail cars. And I tell her all the time, whatever car you touch, that's your money.
It's yours.
So
Did she make it challenging?
So prime example is when a car pull up, she be like, "Don't even touch that car, Pop.
That's mine.
That's my car."
Period. I love it.
She like, "That's my car."
That's
so,
how I was when my daddy used to build houses.
And
I'd be like, Dad, I know how to hang the drywall and mix the mud and stuff.
And I tell her, I still got to teach you how to turn on the pressure washer. I still got to teach you how to turn on the generator.
No.
And she's like, well, you could do that. She's like, that's a man's job. She tells me all the time. She's like, that's a man's job. She's like,
yeah, how tall she is?
Oh, she's a little bit taller than me now.
Okay, so but she ain't got no weight on her for that goddamn pressure.
Oh, she do got some weight on
her. My thing is, even because I did the same thing with my dad. My dad did construction, and I promise you, he was like, if you go get that cement bag, and now mind you, that bag was like 75 pounds.
But
you go get it and bring it back, you can work.
Yeah, you can work.
And I used to get all kind of money from my dad. I swear to God, bro. But that's young.
So like what I try to teach all my girls, which is
you got
my girls and my stepdaughters, is that I try to teach them how to get their own money. And the only reason why I try to teach them to get their own money because I had a sister, and she was the only sister out of 5 boys.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, my sister right now to this day, she'll tell you I'm her biggest backbone out of all the brothers. Because when times got tough for her, I tell her, and I talk to her like if she was a man. Better tighten your ass up. You better get the fuck up and better go get that.
I think that's how. Well, I've kind of always. I won't say I'm a leader girl in my family, but I am. I think I'm the. So I know for a fact that sometimes I feel like if I don't succeed or make it, I fail my family on both sides. Not just my mom's side, but my dad's side as well. Where my dad's side carried my last name. My mom's side carries my character. I feel like the man that is meant for me should have to understand the both roles that I have to play. And not to mention, I don't want to put my man on the back burner because I got to satisfy them. If he comes with me, he knows what my responsibilities are.
Yes, and that's where he comes in and he sits and he observes everything that you have dealt with in life.
Yeah.
And even all the way down to breaking you down to your darkest place. So, some will use it against you. Some will use it against you, and some, and for the man that's really for you, will sit there and be your support and manifest on you and sit there and be
not blow it up in your face
and
later.
Be like, hey, look, I might not know how to pray real good, but can you hold my hand and take off on the prayer, and I'm gonna say a couple words that I want you to hear. I want to be a little inspiration on you, like. With my wife right now, like, I'm not real big on praying. Okay. But out loud, I pray. I keep it inside. I keep it to myself. Okay. So like when she says some stuff, I try to say a couple words, and she looks at me. She be like, "That's it." I was like, I'm saying the rest in my head. So like I'm not very big on it.
Out loud praying.
Out loud praying. So, and like I don't got to like some dark points to like where you may have bad experience with one dude before me, and I may be driving down the road and all of a sudden you start panicking or whatever. Something may have happened there in your past with somebody else.
With a tragic
memory. But guess what? I see you breathing hard. I see you gasping for air. I see you crying. I see you everything. I'm gonna ask you what's wrong. So if you don't open up to me, well, guess what? I'm going to bring you back to your trigger point and tell you and to secure you and to tell and to make sure that you comprehend that you're not in the same situation no more. You with someone that's going to protect you. You with someone that's going to be there to uplift you when you are down. And if you choose to do anything in life, I'm going to be the biggest support that you ever had.
So I'm going to ask you this question. As a man, compromising is everything, correct? Yes. Okay. So, say you're in a long distance relationship.
Long distance? Yeah, I've been in one.
You did have? Okay. me being who I am, you've been around me a couple of times now, right? Do you think I'm gonna leave my city and uproot and go move with a nigga just because he told me he was gonna take care of me? Don't you think he would have had to bait something up for me to feel secure, to even think that that could even be possible in my head?
Well, like the lady was saying on the video, you gotta have a plan. So with that plan, and that's where some men need a woman. That's where some men need a woman because
Can
like
you say that one more time for the people in the back? Because I don't think they heard you.
That's where some men may need a woman, and
because why? Because you're planning.
Because you're planning. Because at the end of the day, when you're planning something, the women see stuff that men don't see, and they're more organized. They're more.
Wait, could you say that
more
whole word one more time?
More organized.
Okay.
More organized, and I can say this from experience.
Okay, no, you're saying this. That's what we. Here's the thing. None of us got MDs.
So like,
well, we can say we doctors or some shit. This is real life shit here. This game over combo. Make sure y'all like shit.
So like, say for example, I would come to my wife and be like, "Hey, I got a plan," and she'd be like, "Okay, I'm listening." Don't get me wrong. Like I said before, she's my biggest support. So she's like, "Okay, I'm listening."
Let's do this.
And I see her running to go grab her little notebook and a pencil, and she's like, "Okay." And I tell her what it is, and she'd be like, "Okay, well then, you said you're gonna, for example, you're gonna buy a boat and you're gonna rent it out, and you're gonna operation hours is for such and such, but you need for them to book this boat with insurance. You need them to book this boat where they got to take a class to get a captain license to operate this boat on the ocean."
If one more person mentioned a boat to me this weekend, I promise you I'm gonna jump off a boat. I swear.
But
I already know.
And it's prime example. Like right now, I got a trailer that's sitting somewhere in Pahoogie that is not being used, but it's got the whole detail set up. So I was like, what I'm gonna do with that? Should I pull it? Should I pull it from over there because it's not being used? Should I pull it from over there and bring it over here on this side of town? So she was like, well, why don't you just put it on the internet and rent it out for like $150 a month
for people who want to,
and you'll still make income off of it.
Make that bitch make sense for you.
Okay, I mean, she's thinking outside the box from what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking I'm gonna put it at a different location and get 2-3 guys to run it. You get what I'm saying? So if I could make $150 a month from it or $200 a month from it, why not?
Cool, man. This game over combo, y'all. And
she's
this
your
is
better half.
Hell, we shoulder to shoulder with this because he came with her with an idea.
Yeah, I came.
She went and got the notepad and the instructions on what she thought. She intuitionally gave him the idea to rent it out.
Yeah.
That is God. So if you niggas ain't afraid of God, then y'all play too much.
When you find the right one,
God,
and it's meant for you, no matter how tough things get. But your other half shows you rather vice versa if it's man or female.
Period.
If they show you that they're there, no matter what it is and how tough it gets.
The other one's supposed to be the counter.
Exactly.
It's supposed to work hand in hand.
Hey,
Taco Man, a smooth pimp. I'm so sick of Eddie.
No, Eddie is
No, here's the thing. And we gonna wrap this up because y'all already know not Taco Tuesday. Lamb Chop Tuesday, bitch. We at motherfucking Crew, West Palm Beach. It's your girl Mika Wasted and my boy Prince the Poet. Y'all already know Poetic Vibes. Y'all come check us out. $3 lamb chops, $5 shrimp baskets, and it's happy hour all night on your girl Mika Wasted, man. Make sure y'all come and check us out. Drinks gonna be amazing. My baby's gonna be in the building. They waiting on me right now. I'm on my motherfucking way. Just know that. I'm bringing Taco Man and his wonderful old lady with us. I hate to call her the old lady. She the wife. The wife. Because she love me. Because all the wives love me. I don't want that man.
And her words, she's going to say, you can't say that when I'm 40.
And I'm older than her, so yeah, so I'm not going to... My wife of man, Taco Man, I love you and I appreciate you. Give us a message for the broke niggas.
Right. Do a closing.
Do a closing for these broke
For any man.
So, I'm not going to say broke man.
I'm sorry.
I'm not going to say no broke man because at the end of the day, Look, listen.
But if they broke minded.
Listen, you a king.
No.
You're a king in your own way.
Yes, you are.
So however you find your come up and you see your plan, just make sure that
Don't
you...
make a donkey feel like he's a king, though.
Dude.
Because not everybody's a king.
But...
You ain't supposed to be interrupting this man closing.
Look, yes. So you're king in your own way. And remember that they made sidewalks. They made sidewalks along the streets because the streets is not for everybody. So with that being said is, if you book smart, go to school, get your knowledge, get your money up, find your way, because the streets is not always a good way. So if the streets is not meant for you, take your sidewalk to a college, get your degree, get your CDLs, rather it's heavy equipment, get LLC. Rather if it's starting your own business without the LLC, you can start off with the EIN, and then get your LLC.
Get your EIN first.
Number is free.
It's free.
It's free.
Everything else comes with it. We'll talk about it. Hit your girl up, but we'll do that commercial after this. Go ahead, friend. Hey, cousin, I love you.
But I'm gonna go ahead and go off of him. I know not everybody's kings. There's not enough kingdoms for everybody to be a king. I'm not gonna let a donkey feel like he's a king.
But it takes time for him to get there, though.
Man, a donkey's a donkey.
Some man grow up late.
A donkey.
What that lady said, you cannot put a dress on a pig and think it's gonna be cute. That bitch is still finna be a pig.
And it's vice versa. Some men grow up late and some women grow up.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Of course. That's any human being. That's what I meant. I don't mean it just men. But I feel like have your boundaries, right? Have your, you know what I used to always tell my brothers and my kids? Write out a list of the do's and don'ts. What you will compromise and what you won't compromise. What you will allow and what you won't allow.
Yes.
And also your good and bad. If the bad outweighs the good, get the fuck out. If the good outweighs the bad, then see if it's worth working out. Because again, at my age now, 45, there's certain things that I will not allow, that I will not tolerate because I don't have to. I'd rather live check to check than to have somebody take my peace away from me and just to say I have a man. That don't work that way. So, at a certain age, you just gotta have what you're gonna tolerate, what you're gonna accept. And again, write it down. Sometimes writing it down and then seeing this person and their ways and how it reflects, you know what to do. The red flags are there. Don't sit there and be dumb. And I don't want to hear that dumb shit.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Me being, and I'm gonna admit it, and people don't know it, but they probably do, but they probably didn't give a fuck. Me being a female of domestic violence with a man who I thought I could change because I was a Christian.
You created a monster.
I created the worst person on the planet. And I wind up having a child from him.
You created a monster.
All because I felt like God was listening to me, but I wasn't listening to God. So, being that said, that has all changed. What you won't do is trick me out these streets. I swear to God, you will. I swear to God. We as women want to be submissive. I'm an independent woman. I had to make my life better than what people told me that it was going to be. They told me I was going to be pregnant at 12. They told me I wasn't going to graduate from high school. They told me I would never have a degree. I was a hoe. I was a bulldagger. I was this. I was that. These are the things that I was told and had to fight.
I was told I was going to have like 30 fucking kids.
Oh, shit. Girl, please. By now, I'd have had a whole boot. I was married with the boot.
One man and two boys.
No.
From the same.
One nigga, and that was on accident, and I'm still mad at Depo Rivera. Here's the thing.
Man, I'm glad God blessed me with 2 biological kids and 4 step kids. Because the way I was in my prime, I was supposed to have about at least 32, 40 kids.
Oh no. See that's one thing I didn't sign up for. I was not finna be nobody's baby mom. So many bullets I didn't dodge.
And that's where we're gonna bring this to the conclusion. I am sorry to the females that have not been able to make that choice.
And I was everywhere in my prime. I was from state to state.
And here's the thing.
I had holes in different area codes at one point.
You know what? Can I close?
Yes.
Jeez, we trying to get up out of here. I have a whole nother job to go to. Listen, yes, you weren't gonna trick me out these streets.
How many hours you left?
It's about 2 niggas that could be mad by children they could have right now. And here's the thing, your conversation was fucked up. Your conversation, your means of submission for me that I needed from you wasn't what you reciprocated. That is why we are at the table that we are at now. It is game over motherfucking combo, man. It's your girl Mika Wasted.
Miss Afghan.
Listen, Taco Man. Y'all already know. Meet us at motherfucking Crew. We finna go get turned up. I am hosting poetry.
They got lamb chops. Who's buying me some damn lamb?
Yes, please come and buy me some lamb chops. I want some fucking lamb chops. That's all I want. I want 2 orders of it. Y'all tell a friend to tell a friend. Your girl Mika Wasted. Prince the Poet. We ain't fucking around with y'all. It's all year 2025. Game over combo. I love y'all. Happy night. This bitch moving chairs. Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Game Over Combo. It is your girl, Mika Wasted.
That's a vibe. 2 Chainz. That's a vibe. Yeah. That's a vibe. Okay. That's a vibe. Let's go. We got the show going up every Tuesday with the baddest host, you know, Mika Wasted.
Happy Tuesday.
I'm getting wasted. We're turning up on a Tuesday like it's Friday.
It's a reason why you're doing it.
Tell us what's on your mind. We want big family, so baby, don't be shy. Some